Snake eyes on the clock. This Texans game is over. So join me on the field, in the locker room, in the tunnels, wherever, post-game, along with my good pal John Harris, the radio sideline reporter, as we break down a little bit of what just happened with your Texans in today's game. And please, take a moment to like, subscribe, and review this podcast. There's nothing else like it. Nobody else is on the field post-game like this covering your Texans. Here we go. John Harris, Drew Dougherty. The Texans just dismantled the Cleveland Browns after getting dismantled by them 3 weeks ago. What was different today, John?
Well, payback's a bitch, first of all. Secondly, you start talking all that yang about, they didn't have all their guys, but, we're the better team. Well, you just found out who the better team was. All around, all three phases. Expiration date, Joe Flacco, done.
We were told coming into this game, you're not going to be able to hit the explosive plays, so you're going to need to get the run game going. Well, you got the run game going, but you hit explosive after explosive after explosive after explosive today, John.
Well, last time we played them, you and I combined for more explosives than the Texans, and that's 0. We had 0. Now, they had 6, and that was the whole key. Making sure that you kept them in check in the best way you possibly could, and you did that. But you had to answer. And I think that was the big thing about this game. Drew, and we've seen Texans teams before, you get a lead, you go down, and maybe you get a score, 3 points or whatever. They go down for a touchdown. It's like, oh, damn, okay, well, Today it was like, nah, bleep that. We're going right down and scoring. You scored on us? Here we come. We're coming right down the field. They scored that touchdown, went down, did it relatively easy. It's a little surprising. But then 4 or 5 plays, 75 yards, bang, bang, touchdown. They come down, they score. One play, 75 yards, you're back up, 17-14. And then at that point, you poured it on, especially in the second half. But I thought, to me, the biggest play, I don't know if there's a big play in the game, but I feel like the biggest play was Dalton Schultz. And I feel good about that because I basically called it down on the sideline. Mark threw it down to me right before that play. And I said, I'd like to see Dalton get involved in this. This would be a good time, and they dialed it up for a touchdown. That was fun to see. So that gave them the 10-point lead at half. And that's kind of the way the first half felt, like the Texans kind of, they kind of were in control. And at the end of the first half, I thought it was interesting. They're kind of moving it a little bit. They're going to try and kick a field goal, and then Derek Burnett gets a sack.
And they basically waved the white flag on the first half.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like,
They don't attempt another play.
Absolutely. And then, we get to the second half, okay, first drive. And we've had this a few times where we've got a double dip situation where, you score just to end one half, you go into the second half, and you get the ball back. And you didn't score, you didn't do anything. We're like, all right, well, you moved a couple first downs, you punt. They drive it down, Nelson has the pick 6. They go to the next drive, stop them, it's 4th down, they throw a route on the flat, and Christian Harris picks it off. It goes to the house. It's 38-14.
One last thing, because DeMeco Ryans is walking this way. C.J. Stroud is still in his rookie year, John. What's he going to look like in a year, in 3 years?
It's kind of scary. If I'm around the league watching, I'm thinking, holy smokes. Now, you could tell me, Drew, I didn't get a chance to look at all the numbers, but I think the number on the board for sacks was 0. I think it was 0. I'm not totally sure, but I think it was 0 for the Texans offense, and that is the biggest number it could possibly be. No sacks on C.J. Stroud. Now, he took a couple of hits, and then he obviously had the zone read down here in the south end zone, which I'd rather him just slide or get out of bounds.
John, but he played so well, and there were no sacks allowed, you're right. He played so well that Davis Mills got to play today.
With 9 minutes and 22 seconds left in the game. That's amazing. And I don't think anybody really saw that coming today. And, nobody even saw us winning. Nobody thought we were going to win a game, beat them by 31. So, it's a locker clean-out day for them. We'll get ready for, Buffalo, KC, Miami, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. I don't know.
We're here. If the road teams win, we're coming back here.
Yeah, Miami's got to do something it's never done, win in cold weather, and it's really cold. But, we'll see. Look, at this point, next up, let's go. I don't care where we got to go. Buffalo, KC, Baltimore, whatever. Let's go. Let's dance.
A magical season continues. John Harris had fun. We'll do it again next week. Have fun talking to a victorious coach in DeMeco Ryans. Shaq Mason, right guard for the Houston Texans. How sweet is today, man?
Oh, it's a great feeling, man. It's a great feeling. Playoff games are always ecstatic, and when you actually win one, it's amazing.
The offensive line does not allow a sack this afternoon. Let's start there. What was different about today than maybe some weeks in the past?
Really, man, we know what's at stake, man, and we know, if you give 7 time, he can cook any defense, and I think that's the main thing. Is it wasn't a secret formula or anything. We just went out there and try to play our best ball.
Play your best ball. You dismantle these guys, and this comes 3 weeks, almost to the day after they'd put up 36 on this Texans team. What was different? What was different today?
I think honestly just our approach. Our approach to this game was throughout the week was different than any other week. It was everyone was focused. Everyone was loose, and I think the big message was it's not. Don't make this game bigger than what it is. Just go out there, and if we do what we know we can do, then we'll be fine, and that's what we showed today.
I know you're focused on your blocking assignment, but on all these big plays, and there were a lot of them, a lot of explosives today, including the touchdowns. What was it like hearing that roar of the crowd, and how soon did you realize what was going on each of those?
That's honestly what I like. When I'm blocking and I hear that, I know, like, okay, it must be a bomb or something. So that's always good. And I think our fans are very loud today, and it's great to have that energy in there.
And there were a lot of bombs on defense that were dropped today by the Houston Texans. What was it like on the sidelines seeing 2 consecutive pick sixes?
It was amazing. Like I think that's the first time I've ever been a part of something like that. I mean,
it's the first time anyone's ever been a part of something like that.
But man, just being, watching the defense and watching 1 pick six by Steve, that's as an offensive line, you're like, okay, I love that. We love that. We love when defense scores. So then, they come out again, and our mindset is, all right, the defense helped us. Let's go and do our part. Then they do it again. So it's like, it's a blessing.
I know you all are excited. I know you're going to celebrate for the next 24 hours, and I also know that you all don't think you're finished. You've been to the ultimate game. You've won the ultimate game with the Patriots. How far can this team go?
We can go as far as we want to, man. Honestly, we're taking it one game at a time for sure, but I think everyone in this locker room knows that we have something special brewing, and it's going to take all of us, and we're definitely not satisfied.
Shaq Mason, congrats on the victory, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Appreciate it.
Tight end Brevin Jordan, we've talked with you a lot lately, and today we're talking with you after a 76-yard touchdown. Helped spark things. Let's start with that play. We got a lot to get to, but What happened on that play?
It's really a play we rep all the time. It's one of those things that we just do. It's really our bread and butter, slam flats, and when we lined up, I seen the look. There was a squeeze guy on me, so I said he must be man on me. When I blocked out, he rushed, and I was just wide open. It was a perfect look, honestly, and perfect timing for the call.
You were wide open, yes, but there were guys around you, and you had to show off your wheels today, man.
Yeah, man. I felt somebody, as soon as I made the first cut, I felt somebody, like, on my hip, and my knees I just got up, man, and it was just a cool play, man. It felt good.
Lots of love spread around today. You have a touchdown. Dalton Schultz has one. Nico Collins has one. Yeah. On the ground, Motor gets it, and he goes for at least 5 a carry. The offense really, on all cylinders, it was clicking, was it not?
Yeah, we were sparking today, man. We had a spark today that was it was undeniable. Nobody can deny us today. No matter who we played in the NFL today, it was just one of those games where we were clicking all 11 guys on the cylinder all game. It was just one of those things, man, where we were just clicking. And when you clicking with C.J. Stroud back there, it's good luck. Really, though, good luck.
How obvious question, but what's it mean having him back for a game?
Man, he's huge, man. Like I said before, he's a West Coast killer. You know what I'm saying? I'm a West Coast guy. So I just, man, his demeanor, his poise, how he carries himself, how he goes about his business, man, it's unbelievable. It's unmatched. And the dude is really, in my opinion, MVP of the NFL.
Watching from the sideline, what was it like seeing the defense in the second half just absolutely dismantle an offense that had done a lot of good things 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, we came in the locker room, excuse my language, but the song that was playing was that Get Back a Motherfucker. And Amari Cooper, he had a crazy career game last game, and I think the defense took that personal. So they showed out today, played lights out, and they helped us get the win.
You're only getting started, right?
We're only getting started, man. I'm excited to get back to work, honestly.
Yeah, what's next?
Get back to work. We got tomorrow off, but I'm about to watch this film, eat some food, and get back to work.
What was it like being in this stadium? That's the last thing, but being in the stadium. You've been in the stadium before, but nothing like this.
No, that was the craziest, without a doubt, I've ever seen in NRG Stadium. In my 3 years here, that was without a doubt. The playoff atmosphere is different here, bro. It's got to be in the question with like Arrowhead and just the top Cincinnati hat. This is unmatchable, bro. That was crazy.
Congratulations, Brevin Jordan, and best of luck the rest of the way.
My guy, appreciate you.
Come on, man. Safety Jalen Pitre, Texans.
Watch this.
Texans allow just 14 points today. What did you all do after the half?
Execution. Just execution. Coach came in here. He made it very clear that all we needed to do was execute and make plays, and you seen it. Steven Nelson, pick 6. Christian Harris, pick 6, sack. Our best players just made plays, and that's what it comes down to, and that's why the score was like that. And our D-line, I feel like it's like a broken record. I just keep saying this. Our D-line is just the best. They just hunt. They swarm to the ball. They get to the ball. Man, I feel good. I'm ready to play again tonight because you know what I'm saying? They made my job easy again.
What's it like when you're rolling like that? Because 3 weeks ago, these guys, they put 36 on you, and you all responded the way you did. Was it simply a matter, as you say, just executing and getting a few guys back?
Just execution, man. That's all it is at the end of the day, just making sure that our players just make plays, and that's what we did. No deep shots. Keep everybody in front of us, attack the quarterback, make plays on the ball in the air. Shout out Steven Nelson, man.
What was your vantage point? Tell us, what were you doing on that play?
This is what I was doing on that play. I was in the back, right? Scoping. Quarterback put the ball up, and I said, no, Steve is over there. Don't do that. Pick. Then I saw him with a little bit of green. I said, y'all don't know that he a punt returner, too. Got in the zone. And then, I'm going to tell you about the vantage point of C. Harris. I'm in a little drop. I see it about to throw it. I'm about to break. Oh, this is my tackle right here. C just flashed. Oh, that's a pick 6.
He was standing on the balls of his feet like a statue and then made the cut.
Yeah, C he's what you – there's Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, these supreme – LeBron James, they're these supreme athletes, top-tier athletes. Christian Harris is on that list. Christian Harris is on that list. He can jump with the best of them. He can run with the best of them. And he make plays. It's simple.
Now, Jalen,
you know what I do. I just stay behind and watch. I got the best seat in the house.
Now, Jalen Pitre, I would never want to talk back to you about this, but do you think we should maybe wait a little bit before we compare Christian Harris to those luminaries?
See, I'm not saying I'm comparing them, but I'm saying Christian Harris is one of the best athletes in the world. He's just a great athlete. That's what he is.
When your defense plays the way it does with an edge like that, what's next?
More execution. That's all that's next. Fixing the things that we need to correct and getting better at the things that we did good at.
Last thing, you're from here. What was it like being in this house? It was vibrating second half. It was like a carnival in here.
Yeah, it felt like a movie. I was light. They had the flashlights. Fans had the flashlights. Fans was doing their thing. Man, I was lit. It felt like a movie out there. I ain't gonna lie.
What's next for the Texans as a whole?
Practice. Like I said, fixing the things that we need to correct on, and just continue to improve on the things that we did great. It's just all about refining the process and getting better going into this next week.
Congrats on the victory, Jalen Pitre. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Appreciate you. You have a good one.
Devin, what was the touchdown like for you? Tell us what was going on the play.
Man, we felt like we was close all day in the run game at getting a touchdown or popping a big one. But I feel like, for me personally, I feel like it came at the right time. To put the dagger in them, felt like we kind of closed it out right there, even though it was still time left. But it was big.
What was your O-line doing for you today?
Man, a lot. Everything. Without them guys, nothing happens, and that's real. Them guys continue to get better, continue to battle. And like I said before, I told the other guys, I feel like we're starting to peak at the right time.
Yeah, and you're peaking and you're getting these explosive plays today. You get them last week as well. What's that do for you on the ground game?
It opens up lanes, because they got to respect everything. The run game, the pass game, whatever we throw at them, they got to respect it. So, man, that's big for us.
Motor Singletary, congrats on the win.